What it is, what it is, what's the deal, people? I hope you're doing well and having a blessed day, afternoon, or evening. Whenever you come across this reading, you already know if you watch me with a good heart or good intentions, you are blessed and protected. But if you're watching me with any ill will or mal intentions, all evil eyes will go blind 144,000 times. Instantly, quickly, swiftly, you will feel the effects of all hexes and curses and spells that you project. And if you are siphoning my energy or anybody else's energy from this reading, you will receive karma quick, fast, and in a hurry because you reap what you sow. For Bible so low, don't do to others what you want done to you or your family. Stop being a person, grab your raggedy and Andy ass this root, bitter ass business, and go hit yourself. Before I continue my intro, y'all, I'm looking through his cards. We got the Hierophant in reverse, the Three of Swords in reverse, the Six of Swords in reverse, the Eight of Cups in the upright, the Three of Wands in reverse, and the Tower. There's an organization that's brokenhearted because they're unable to move forward and they got to walk away from the situation because their foundation is in the reverse and they're having a tower. Their foundation is crumbling. There's an organization that's in turmoil. They're unable to move forward and they got to walk away from something because their foundation is crumbling. That's the energy we got so far, collective. You already know, take a resonance, leave the rest behind. Don't make anything stick. It's going to make it sick. This could be your energy. This could be mine. This could be somebody else's timeline. And you already know I'm going to bang this bell to block, rebuke, and remove all evil eye, hexes, curses, and spells, astral projecting, monitoring spirits out of my place, out of my space, and out of my face, including yours. Ooh. I just heard take the cards. So we taking the cards. Hierophant in the reverse. Three of Swords in the reverse. Six of Swords in the reverse. Eight of Cups. Eight of Wands. Three of Wands in the reverse. And the Tower. And it's 6 cards on the year. We are in the 6th month. Yeah, look, I split the deck. They in the 10 of Wands collective. Their world. The Fool in the reverse. The Ace of Cups in reverse. Three of Wands. Seven of Swords. Judgment. Wow, the Hierophant. And it's 7 cards like up there. Ooh, baby. Okay. So, collective, this is the card that we got. We got the Hierophant. We're going to repeat the cards. We got the Hierophant in reverse. So this has to do with a religious... This could be my energy because the last reading I just did was talking about an organization, a religious structure. But we're going to keep going. It's collective energy. This could be in general. So we got the Hierophant in the reverse. And the Hierophant reverse represents a religious structure, a church. A church structure. It could also represent a marriage, a couple that's in the reverse. So this could represent a couple, a married couple or a divorced couple or a married couple, but a marriage that's in the reverse that could be going through some type of turmoil. And this couple is a part of some type of organization that's connected to the church. And right now they're in the Three of Swords in reverse. So they're currently going through some turmoil. They're brokenhearted and they're burdened. They're in despair, going through some type of grief or loss. Or they're brokenhearted, or you're not brokenhearted. Because the Three of Swords is in the reverse. So it represents that you're not brokenhearted, collective. So this Hierophant, okay, so what I'm getting is this Hierophant energy that's in the reverse this whatever, this marriage, this society is currently weak right now. All right, and this is also could deal with a marriage alliance that's no longer an alliance. With the Three of Swords representing something that's brokenhearted, but the Three of Swords is in the reverse. This is somebody that has mentally alienated, I can't even say the word. Mentally alienated, excuse me, there we go. Mentally alienated themselves. So they could be in isolation, in deep thought. They're going through a loss, confirmation. Okay, they're going through some type of loss. They're being distracted. Or there currently some distractions that's going on in this person's life or this organization. There's a lot of disorder and confusion because they're in the Six of Swords in the reverse. And the Six of Swords in the upright will represent something of moving forward. A journey, traveling. But this person cannot travel. This person cannot move forward. There's about to be some type of confession, public confession as well. Maybe somebody's in love with you, collective, but there's about to be some type of public confession. And then you got the Eight of Cups. Because somebody got to walk away. This organization, this religious structure, this whatever it is, this group, this couple, they got to walk away from the situation. They got to walk away. They have to walk away from the situation because the Three of Wands in reverse, because their foundation is in the reverse. Yeah, this person is not happy. They faking like they're happy. They're faking like everything's okay. But in reality, they in the Three of Wands in reverse. They're disappointed. They're going through a lot of troubles. And it's up because the reason why they disappointed is because it's the end of troubles for you, collective. It's the end of some type of adversity for you. And they going through a tower because the tower is right after the Three of Wands in reverse. So somebody's going through a tower. They're in misery. They're stressed out. They're in ruins right now. And they're going through a lot of adversity and they're being disgraced. So this Hierophant energy is being disgraced, collective. Because they were causing a lot of deception. And now they in the Ten of Wands. They're going through a lot of difficulties. They're going through a lot of loss. They might be getting sued. They might be having a court issue with some type of law. They thought they were going to have some type of success, but their success is delayed with the Fool in the reverse. So the Ten of Wands represents their success is delayed and the Fool confirming that they will be having no new beginning. This person or this energy is somebody that's always intoxicated, in a frenzy. They could overindulge in drugs or something. Or they overindulge in something. And the World, coming right after the Fool, they're not having a new beginning. Somebody thought that they were going to end the cycle, and they're not going to end the cycle. They're not having a new beginning to the World because you got the Fool in the reverse, the World, and then the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Somebody thought that they were going to get the World. But if we look at this World card, you got the sun cracking open and the world is dark. The sun has cracked and now the world is dark. It's not bright. That's a dark world. They're gonna be living in a dark world because there's nothing, their cups won't be filling. So somebody thought that they were going to have a new beginning. And they're not. This is somebody that's careless. They're very vain. Collective. Careless and vain. That's the type of person they are. And somebody thought they were going to have some type of assured success. Somebody thought they were going to have some type of journey, a new journey. Somebody thought they were going to be able to have change their life. And there's nothing that's going to change because that Ace of Cups is in the reverse. There is nothing filling. This is somebody that's a bullshitter. They have a fake heart. They're a manipulator. They don't have no love for nobody but themselves. Then you got the Three of Wands in the upright, which is clarifying the Eight of Cups. So somebody got to walk away from their foundation. You got the Eight of Cups. What's crazy is you got the Three of Wands in reverse next to the Eight of Cups, and then you got the Three of Wands coming out twice. That's clarifying the Eight of Cups. 3-3. 8-3-3. Somebody could be 33. Somebody could be born in 83. Hey. I talk about whatever comes out on the table. But if you would like a personal reading about money, then you could please, you know what you could do. But I don't know how you're going to come on somebody's channel and talk about, can you please talk about money? We read whatever comes out on these cards. Unfortunately, we can't pick or choose what we choose to read, unfortunately. That would be great, right? That would be great that would be great if we could just get money readings. That's shit. Man, that's all I'm not even gonna say that's all I really want to hear is money readings, because I want to know, I really do want to know that my enemies are getting their karma. But when you constantly hear about money readings, then you over here always contemplating when it's going to come, when it's going to come, when it's going to come. And that is not the way to be. This is why I don't even bother with the money readings. I'd be like, okay, yeah, I know patience is a virtue and divine timing. So I know my money is in my spiritual bank account and it's pending. And it will be distributed when all these motherfucking bitch ass karmics get terminated. However they get terminated. So sometimes it's not good to worry about the money readings, because then it's like, then you waiting on that money that they say that you're going to get. And then you get disappointed when you don't get it, when you think you're going to get it. So that's one thing we should not be focusing on is love. When it comes to these tarot readings, we shouldn't be focusing on any love readings, because love is going to come no matter what. Everybody has a soulmate. Everybody has, I'm not going to say everybody, because everybody don't have that. But there is a somebody for everybody, whether you're a divine person or a karmic person. There is a somebody out there for everybody, whether good or bad. Everybody got a somebody. So that is very true. But, and the money, because that's another thing. I used to hear the money readings and I was like, okay, where I'm getting this money? Because I'm tired of hearing about this shit and I ain't getting it yet. You don't need love, only money. Hey, you need love too. Don't ever say that you don't need love. Because yes, you do. Without love, there's no money. And that's a fact. The right money, the righteous kind of money, the good money, the forever lasting, unlimited money. You got to have love in your heart and you got to have love in your life. So collective, I just saw person of authorities, and then I saw a scammer, con artist, thief. Father, niece, brother, maybe, I don't know. But let's tap into some more. Let's finish reading these cards. So you got the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands is talking about a foundation. So somebody's foundation, they will not be getting a new beginning. They won't be getting this foundation that they think they're getting. Somebody really thought that they were gonna hold down or keep a foundation or build some type of foundation. Yeah, but that's not happening. It's not happening, collective. There's been some type of, somebody thought that they were going to make money off of some type of trade or something. This has to do with like a business, a foundation, a business foundation. This could be the church. That could be, what is it? Somebody was making money off of this church, this fake church place. So there's like a organization, a structure, a religious structure that's having a tower, and they were making money. They're unable to make this money. Whatever money that they were making from this fake ass church place, from this corrupted church, from this corrupted establishment, from this corrupted organization, they're unable to make this. This has to do with some type of merchandise, e-commerce, something about maybe oversailing overseas. They got to walk away. Somebody could be trying to sail overseas. Somebody could be trying to move away. Seven of Swords right after that, because they were unable to get away with something. Confirmation with the Sirens. They got to walk away from something because they had a lot of hopes, dreams, and desire to take something from you. The Seven of Swords is landing, confirming this Three of Wands in the reverse, and Three of Wands in the reverse represents that you're going to get something. As far as your energy collective, you're going to get something. Somebody was taking something, somebody was trying to take something from you that you were guaranteed to get, that you're guaranteed to get. Yeah. And it's the end of adversity. It's the end of some type of trouble. It's the end of this Seven of Swords energy. It's the end of somebody trying to take something from you and thinking that they're going to get away with it. And they didn't get away with it. You got the Judgment clarifying the Tower. And the Hierophant coming right after the Judgment. And then the Hierophant is clarifying the Ten of Wands. This Hierophant energy, this marriage alliance, this religious structure is in the Ten of Wands. They disappointed, they struggling, and they under judgment because they're having a Tower. Their world is dark and they're not getting a new beginning. Because you're not in any despair. What else? It says they thought if they made their hate group bigger, their lies would stick, but there was a hiccup in their plans. So somebody thought if they made their group bigger, their lies would stick. Oh, some cards fell on the floor. I just saw Radiant Self. Yeah, look. I just saw Radiant Self. Your light inspires others. Step into visibility. So you're radiating right now. And these people basically were trying to dim your light. They were trying to get you to play small. Somebody wanted you to play small. Somebody wanted you to dim your purpose. But it's time to reclaim your shine. So you're reclaiming your shine. You're radiating. And somebody decided to group up against you. They gotta move away. They're unable to move away, and they're unable to escape. Ooh. They can't run away from this karma. They're no longer able to hide the truth. All the lies are unraveling. The truth revealed. What I just said this right now. Confirmation with the Sirens. I just finished saying this. They're unable to escape their karma. They were trying to take something from you, and now their foundation is in the reverse. It says a masculine energy from your ex-friend family is involved. So you got an ex-friend, and a masculine energy from your ex-friend's family is involved. Too many cards. They could be doing sex magic on you. That's what I saw. They thought that they were the bulldozer, but you're the wrecking ball. So somebody thought they were going to wreck Somebody thought they were going to bulldoze your life with a group of people, with this organization that's under judgment. Wow, look at that. This says a fake Christian coven, secret shadow church, sex cult, out here harnessing energy from their followers and targeting divine energies. What'd I say? I said they could be doing sex magic on you too. Look at that. It's a fake Christian coven that does sex magic. All this is confirming what I'm saying. It says they had you trapped before, but not anymore. They were living off your energy. Now they're sitting in their own and they don't like it. So they were living off your energy before and now they're no longer able to hide the truth and the truth is unraveling. So now they're sitting in their own energy. They're unable to cloak themselves. They're very seen. It says a family or a friend left you in their will and left you a gift. It could be a friend of the family or somebody unknown. And then this is landing right under a masculine energy from your ex-friend family is involved. They out here trying to sacrifice you, but they actually sacrificing themselves because you're untouchable. It says these sharks tested the water with the right orca whale. Now they're drowning and their ship is sinking. It says they tried to use their corrupted or manipulated. They tried to use corrupted or they manipulated connections in the system that didn't even work out properly. So they're connected to people in the system and didn't work out properly for them. It said they manipulated so many people, told so many lies. Now it's catching up to them and they're being confronted. Someone passed away due to all the hexes and spells they sent to you and your family. So someone passed away due to all this. Because they were trying to curse and hex your family. These weak-minded punk bitchnesses are about to meet their maker. So they're about to meet their maker, collective. I got four. I know one person watching is a liking, and I got 4 other people watching that hasn't liked it. If you've been watching more than 5 minutes, you might as well like it. But if not, then you are probably a troll. And if you're trying to harassing me through electronics, sending energy weapons or electronic surveillance, trying to inflict physical or psychological harm, if this is what you're doing right now, I advise you to walk away slowly and remove yourself from my motherfucking live. Because if you sending me anything, you try, you die. Oh, bars. Ay. It says they have to face the facts. Karmic couldn't set you up in a trap. They in a frenzy about to snap. And on the bottom here, we got they sent lack your way because the karmics couldn't handle your overflow of magnetic energy. So you have magnetic energy, and they wanted to send the energy of lack, of not having, of burden your way. Because you're magnetic, collective. And they're mad. I'm going to remind you again, if you think that you're going to siphon off of me during divination and try to cipher my sacral energy. Look, that's why they ran. Look, 2 of them already ran. I didn't even have to finish my sentence. See, I knew somebody was sending me something. They're trying to siphon off of my sacral and my solar and my womb while I'm doing divination. And let me tell you something. You know what's going to happen to you? You're going to get pancreatic cancer. You're going to get some type of stomach cancer, a tumor in your stomach. You're going to get sick. And you're not going to be able to heal from whatever you got. Because you're trying to siphon off my energy. And this is how I protect myself. Anybody that is trying to siphon off my energy is going to get extremely sick. You're going to have an underlying illness that you cannot heal from. So, I mean, if you want to continue to siphon my energy, by all means, understand that it's going to bring you death becomes them. You know? That's on you. I'm giving you the warnings. I'm letting you know what's going to happen to you if you continue to siphon off my energy, but you don't want to listen. You want to continue to do it. So go ahead, motherfucker. Go ahead. It really let me know that you're trying to harness my power, harassing me through electronics, trying to send energy weapons. Look, y'all motherfuckers need to go heal. That's what it's saying. Can y'all? Yeah, you wanted to come up, but you can't get that come up. Yeah, your in-laws involved. So your in-laws could be involved, collective. It says siphoning energy. Look at that. They trying to siphon my energy. They trying to siphon your energy. They wanted to come up. Trying to siphon off your energy, collective. This is why they're having a tower and they're under judgment. Your father's side of the family or somebody's father's side of the family. This could be my energy. Because I literally did a personal energy earlier. A personal reading earlier, and it said the father side of the family, which was my mother's father side of the family. But we're going to keep on. An organization came out and religious figure came out. Yeah, they can't think straight right now. Because their cups is not filling. Yeah, connected to earth. They can't think straight no more because they connected to earth. Whatever you got is connected to earth is rooted, collective, and they can't do nothing about that. Formaldehyde, they were siphoning your energy and they were trying to poison you. Now they're under judgment. This Hierophant energy. It starts with a Hierophant, ends with a Hierophant. Yeah, they got themselves in too deep. And they thought if they made their hate group bigger, that they would beat you, and they didn't. Yeah, now they trapped like labyrinths with no way out. They wanted to come up. They can't think straight. Now they trapped because you're radiating. And they got themselves in too deep, trying to poison you. Siphoning your energy. They were trying to close your roads, gates, path, and block your way. They trapped because they were trying to trap you and close your way. And the truth is coming out. Yeah, they on the run. This masculine energy from your ex-friend's family is on the run. Yeah, this person is a chain smoker. I'm spreading the news. I blocked a part of your ruse, and every one part of it screwed up, screwed up. Yeah, somebody was hopeful. Somebody thought they were going to be... Somebody was hopeful. Somebody thought they were going to win. Somebody was hopeful. Somebody thought they were going to trap you with no way out. And they couldn't trap you. Because they was hopeful that they could trap you because they had you trapped before. So they was hoping that they could trap you again and they were unable to. And now they're unprotected for trying to close your way, to block your way. Yeah, Sleeping Beauty. Somebody could have been trying to attack you while you were sleeping. Siphoning your energy while you were sleeping. Yeah, they reap what they sow. They're about to reap what they sow because they thought they were the bulldozer, but you're a wrecking ball. You came in like a wrecking ball. They was hopeful that this coven sex cult was going to work for them. Yeah, this friend of yours, an ex-friend of yours. They tested a shark. These sharks, they thought they were sharks. And they use the whole ochre whale. You a killer whale, collective. Yeah, these people are going to need medical assistance because they try to use their corrupted and manipulated connections in the system to come for you. And now they all sick. See? They're going to need medical assistance, collective. Yeah, because they manipulated so many people and told so many lies. They were trying to enslave souls. But now their lies is catching up on them. So not only they were trying to enslave your souls, they were also trying to enslave the souls of the people that they were manipulating. Now they're about to piss themselves because they're scared. Because everybody knows the truth now. Because somebody passed away, and they see they're about to piss themselves because somebody passed away connected to them for sending spell work to you, poisoning, for trying to poison. These weak-minded bitches is about to meet their maker because they were trying to poison you. Confirmation, the poisoning. A karmic woman was trying to harass you through electronics. They're going to need medical assistance now. They have to face the facts that they could have set you up in a trap, collective. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, look, see? They have to face the facts. They could have set you up. Plans failed. Where we at? 30 minutes. Oh, they've been backed into a corner because they did something overboard. Is what you don't see, collective. So they've been backed into a corner for wanting to come up. They can't think straight, for doing something overboard, and it's something that you don't see. You weren't seeing them siphon your energy. You weren't seeing the poisoning. Yeah, they were out here making bargains and deals because they got themselves in too deep, and now they're about to get raided. Yeah, searching for information. Yeah, so they got themselves in too deep, making these bargain and deals coming for you, trying to keep you trapped, and now they trapped. Like labyrinths with no way out. They did something overboard, and now they about to get raided, collective. They out here searching for information. This person on the run is trying to search for information. They still trying to search for information on how to block your way. You need to just give up already. Yeah, they in combat mode world with you because you are a rising phoenix, collective. You're a phoenix rising. So somebody wants to be at war with you and combat with you because you're a phoenix rising. Confirmations, sirens. Yeah, and their illusion is on them, and now they're clueless. That measures are being taken, and they in a sticky situation, and they don't got no magic. They reaping what they're sowing. This friend, this ex-friend is in a sticky situation. They need medical assistance for trying to enslave these souls and yours. Yeah, they fumbled the bag, collective. In the shadow, they in the shadows in a sticky situation. And they broke all types of laws and they remote viewing you. They fumbled the bag, they in the shadows remote viewing you. And they were breaking all types of laws to remote view you. Yeah, they out here making negotiations now. Because they thought something was pure entertainment. They could be trying to fly home. So somebody could be trying to travel and they can't. Yeah, somebody from your past. So many cards. Somebody from your past. So this is the ex-friend. Somebody from your past work or home community was trying to block you. And they was at war with you. Because you're a phoenix rising. Yeah, this person is breaking out in boils, bumps, and lesions. And they're getting an undesired outcome. They're not getting the outcome they want with this necromancy that they're doing. With this magic that they're doing. So somebody's breaking out in boils and lesions and bumps. Because they're not getting the outcome that they want from this necromancy. Messing with the dead. Yeah, sonic boom. Something blew up in their fight. Something blew up in their face and there's about to be a street fight. This was a bad investment. Trying to keep a Cinderella energy in the reverse. It was in the reverse. When I flipped it, it went in the upper. So they was trying to keep a Cinderella person. Somebody is coming up as Cinderella energy in the reverse. They broke all types of laws. Trying to keep somebody, the in-laws. So Cinderella, if you go with the story based on the Disney character, Cinderella, her father married a woman that had two stepdaughters, two daughters. The father died and end up possessing all the inheritance and locked Cinderella in the tower or a basement. That's Rapunzel. Locked Cinderella in the basement or the attic. And made her a slave, the housekeeper. And Cinderella was really the owner of that house, really the person who was supposed to have, the person of the inheritance. So the stepmother and the stepsisters are living like queens and princesses, and Cinderella is living like a slave. So that's the energy. Somebody that is supposed to be and is the owner, property owner, of whatever it is. So collective, this could be your family, your in-laws, somebody that married into your family, trying to take what's yours. They're not even your blood. They married into your family, thinking they could take your shit, thinking they could block your way. So somebody that married into your family is associated with a corrupted Christian coven church group that does sex magic on people and tries to enslave their souls. And this is a couple. They tried, but they failed. They didn't get the outcome that they want. And they broke all types of laws to come and take your shit, and their plans failed. Using all types, there was a karmic woman getting an undesired outcome. A karmic woman, so this is the step parent of somebody that married into your family. So confirmation with the Cinderella and a woman. This is a feminine energy that married into your family, and this could be a friend. This karmic woman could be an ex-friend of yours. So you can have an ex-friend of yours that married into your family and then try to take ownership of your shit, of your inheritance, what was left to you, given to you by a masculine energy, by a father figure energy. Confirmation. Now they under judgment. They trapped, and they got themselves in too deep and been backed into a corner for doing something overboard. And this is a karmic woman that could be a part of your father's side of the family. Or this is your father's side of the family. Somebody married into your father's side of the family. And your in-laws. Somebody married into your father's side of the family, and they wanted to come up off of you. And they lost. Collective, this is the energy that's coming out. This could resonate with you or not. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Don't make anything stick. It's going to make you sick. And you already know if you're looking for a personal reading, my information is in the description box below. Just fill out that form. Give me some information about yourself so I can know how to go about reading your energy. And I will only contact those back that I am guided to contact back. So don't think that everybody that fills out the form, you will be contacted, because only if I'm guided to. Also, I have products and other services available for you all. You already know what I got for you. I got my albums 1 and 2 on Gumroad. I got my digital books on Gumroad. I got some other shit on Gumroad. I got some shit on Amazon. So, check out my products over there. If you're looking for some other shit that I don't got, other graphic designs to put on something that I do not have up on Amazon, then you will have to message me directly. Go fill out that other form that has to do with non-spiritual stuff. There's 2 form links in the description. Choose which one you would like my services. And if you would like a personal reading, you already know. If you would like to donate or show some support to the channel, you already know. Payment information is in the reverse. Yeah, look, you coming out as Queen of Swords energy, collective, and this 5 of Swords in the reverse, you put an end to this war, this adversity. You put a stop to this shit. There's been a stop put to this adversity, this war that somebody was having with you. Yeah, 3 of Coins. This was a collaboration. You put Queen of Swords to the 3 of Coins in the reverse. You put a stop to this collaboration, to this teamwork. And you see, look, there's people in monks. These people are dressed in monk outfits. These are fake religious people. Confirmation that this is fake. A King of Swords in the reverse. A power abuser. Fake religious people that abuse their power. King of Swords in the reverse. I mean, come on, collective. Tower for the King of Swords in the reverse. I'm so done. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. I mean, 5 of Pentacles in the back. of the King of Swords and the Tower. King of Cups in the reverse, King of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody that does not make money in the right way. Two lovers that are snakes. It could be two masculines. The lover snakes, King of Swords energy in the reverse, and King of Cups in the reverse. Two masculine energy, King of Cups in the reverse. And the King of Swords. Two lovers that while here, Page of Swords, unable to spy on your celebration, on your Three of Cups. They're unable to spy on your celebration. Yeah, they're unable to stand their ground. Seven of Wands in reverse. This King of Cups is unable to stand their ground. And their foundation, their money is in the reverse. Wow. Ten of Cups in the reverse to the Death in the reverse. They're unable. Their cups is not filling because they're unable to bring a death to you. Because they don't want to stop something. Their cups is not filling because they don't want to let go of something. Death in the reverse. Death means an ending. They don't want to end something. What they working on. I just saw the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, Two of Wands. They tangled up in the situation because they don't want to stop whatever they're doing. Nine of Cups in the reverse, and their cups is not filling. They dissatisfied. They're not going to be living in this luxury. Look, Three of Cups in the reverse, and they won't be celebrating either. They won't be living in luxury, and they won't be celebrating. Seven of Cups in the reverse. Somebody thought they were going to feel. Somebody was a wishful thinking. They had a lot of thoughts and plans, and they was wrong about that. Yep, they was wrong. They in the Two of Wands. They twisted up in a situation. They in a motherfucking pickle. Collective. They in a motherfucking pickle. And they need a nickel. The lovers in the reverse. I'm done. Bye. Collective, bye. They did this for a come up and they just got sat the fuck down. Glued. They sitting and they sat and they stuck being sat down. You thought that you were going to come and bulldoze the collective's life, and the collective just wrecked all your shit that you were planning and plotting. They wrecked all your shit. You fucked it up. You ain't getting this come up. This fake religious people that sit there and have sex magic, they do sex magic on people. They're a sex cult. This is a sex cult that hides under a religious structure, and they call themselves preachers and pastors and deacons, and they're perverted, nasty, masculine energies and feminine. Let's not leave out the feminines because you got some feminines too. A whole nasty ass karmic couple connected to a religious structure, and they out here doing sex magic on people. They're in a whole sex cult. Trying to harness people's energy and ciphering people's energy and trying to enslave people's souls. 4334, something's being mirrored back. Confirmation with what I just said. You hear the sirens? I'm going to leave it there. That's how we ending it on that confirmation. Peace out, collective. I may or may not be back with another reading. I'll see how I feel. But if I do, I'll see you later. If not, then I'll check you out tomorrow. They out here doing too much necromancy, and that shit is coming right back to them. Doing necromancy, trying to fuck with the dead, messing with the dead to try to block your path. That was a bad investment, a risky move, and they're not getting the outcome that they want. But they is getting sick, though, and they need that medical assistance, though. That's what they do need, collective. Peace out. Stay protected. Stay prayed up. Continue to be productive, collective. And peace out. I'll check you later.